What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. If you're giving the HKO special, help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. All right, so we're going to talk about ESPN. Norby Williamson's out after 40 years. So let's get into the article. Wondering, whoa. So 40 years. So, yep, he's out after months after, Pat McAfee called out top exec for sabotage. Wilson's departure has nothing to do with McAfee, a source said, but let's find out. So ESPN has split with longtime executive Norby Williamson after nearly 4 decades with the network, move that just comes months after popular sports analyst Pat McAfee called him out on air and accused him of attempting to sabotage our program. The New York Post first reported news of Williamson's departure from the network on Friday. So sources told the Post that Williamson, the senior vice president of studio and event production, was at odds with Berg Magnus, who was promoted to president of content in 2023 of March. So an email sent to employees obtained by Fox News that Magnus confirmed the split. Norby Williamson will be leaving the company after nearly 40 years of dedicated service, the note read. So throughout his career, he made significant contributions across many important roles with content. Through his steadfast commitment and attention to detail, Norby had a lasting impact on the sports fan experience. His wide range influence includes SportsCenter, breaking news coverage, immersive creativity with events and studio production, and diverse storytelling across ESPN platforms. So a statement was sent from Williamson, also sent to employees. So almost 40 years ago in 1985, I was very fortunate to be offered an opportunity at ESPN due to exceptional hard work, creativity, commitment of the people of ESPN, and much lesser extent to my contributions. I like to think we left our great company in a far better place than we found it. So tensions behind the scenes similarly found its way to the airwaves earlier this year when former NFL player Pat McAfee, who joined the network last year, called out Williamson over leaked reports about the Pat McAfee show. So there are folks actively trying to sabotage us from ESPN. More specifically, I believe Norby Williamson is a guy attempting to sabotage our program. I'm not 100% sure. That is just simply the only human that has information, and that's how somehow that information gets linked, and it's wrong, and that it sets a narrative of what our show is, McAfee said in January. A later show, he clarified support of Magnus and Chairman Jimmy Ipitaro, adding there's quite a transition era here between old and the new, and the old don't like what the new to do. So, but a similar source in the situation told Fox News Digital that Wilson's departure has nothing to do with McAfee. So ESPN begins a search for a replacement immediately. So for Williamson, who first joined in '85, working in the company's mailroom, he climbed his way up through the years and was promoted to his later role in 17. His responsibility expanded to June include all of ESPN's football content, including college football. So, yeah. So, of course, they're saying that this has nothing to do with Pat McAfee. I think it's just maybe from the upstairs, because of Magnus getting promoted. And of course, it didn't help that McAfee took, Magnus aside there. So, I don't know. It's iffy. So, it happens, and that's just its way it goes. So, yep. But after 40 years, he's out, and he's going to go on to whatever he's planning on doing. And then McAfee still has his ESPN show along with Mr. Magnus there. So, yep. So that's all that's it. But we'll have to see what happens from this point on. All right. So if anybody enjoyed this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So wherever you are, I'll see you in my next video.